Hi guys, Geoff Ballard here. Today I wanted to go through the benefits, the quickness and the things that can help you with using this chain link press tool, but basically putting O-ring or X-ring chain and joining link really onto all our off-road bikes. Anyone who's not familiar with X-ring or O-ring, man, they last so much longer than any other normal standard chain. All of the bikes, EXCs and WRS and everything all come with them. They're the only way to go. So this is a bike that had a really badly worn chain, and you can tell by pulling it off the back of the sprocket is one of the indications for the thing. The sprockets weren't in great nick, so it's good to do it all at once. Obviously you go through a few more fronts than you do rears, but it's a process. So anyway, very important also is when you're putting on a new chain and sprockets, is that you don't stuff up the length of the chain. It's very, very important. Obviously if you cut it too short, everything goes pear-shaped. So one of the good ways of doing it is to lay it out on the ground and lay the old chain next to it, and then you can be sure. In this case it's kind of, I'm familiar with the bike, so it's usually the second clip that you take off on a 120 chain, which is the common, everybody supplies 120. So anyway, some people use the old chain to drag the new one through, or you lose that benefit if you're unfamiliar and you're having to do the stretch out chain thing. So anyway, basically what this thing does, it's designed, it's got its angles and everything, and its pivot ratio has been changed slightly to give it some power. There is other ways of putting it on, like the mini chain press tool or the chain breaker. There's other things you can do, but this is a quick process. So a lot of shops have been buying this too, because it's kind of a one clamp deal, and it's tricky to put the joining links on, because they're a press fit. The beauty of a press fit though also is that if your clip comes off, you haven't been keeping an eye on it and it's flipped off, because it's a press on link, it gives it the ability to just stay on there until you maybe next check it. So it's a good safety thing. Anyway, so the joiners, obviously you get them in the little packets. They come with their grease. You put the first two on. I've put a bit of grease on there already. The process is just get them on, then you put the two O-rings on. So this is all about the side plate. If it's got a name on it, this one says Japan. Most chains that are any good are from Japan. So you just sit it on there, and then it says clip side out, so it's out here, and again it's angled to be able to do it on a motorbike. So I've actually, and so then you just put it in. If you think that it didn't get on enough, you can look and see where the clip would go. You can tighten it a bit more if you had to. So from there, that's on enough. It's a pretty easy process. From there, it's important to get the clip on the right direction. It's sort of like, let's call it an arrow, and it's going the way the wheel turns. There's a rounded side, keep that out. But from there on, you just put that on. Some of these pliers like this can make it a little bit easier, but you just get the clip on, and from there, once the clip's on, you're pretty much done. So get out there and moto.